Hello, and my name is Wayne Alexander, and today what we're going to take a look at is marketing lists. I'm going to be using the web version of CRM, but I can confirm the Outlook version is exactly the same process. First thing I'm going to do is just going to go ahead and click on Sales, and I'm going to click on Marketing Lists in the left navigation to take us to the Market List area, and I'm going to go ahead and click on New. Now, there's two types of marketing lists that you can create: static and dynamic. By default, the system is set to static, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a dynamic list of each type. So first of all, I'm going to create a static, so I'm just going to go ahead and call that static market list. There's three types of entities that you can use for a marketing list: accounts, contacts, and leads. Now I'm going to go ahead and just select contact. I can put in a purpose and a source for my marketing list, also a cost if there's one associated to it, and also a description as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit save, and once I hit save, I just want to point out, as you know, as always, the left navigation will become active, but also very importantly, the member type and the marketing list type are now read-only fields. So in other words, once you select a member type and the marketing list type and hit save, it cannot be changed. Okay, so let's see the difference between a static and a dynamic marketing list. Well, a static marketing list, first of all, if I just go ahead and click on market list members on the left hand side here, and I'm going to go ahead and click on the button that says manage members. Now, a static marketing list is manual. And what I mean by it's manual is whenever you want to add members to the list or remove members from the list, you would have to physically go into the system and click some buttons to amend the marketing list accordingly. Dynamic is completely the opposite, it's automatic. So with dynamic, and I'll show you once we create one, you'll create the marketing list using an advanced find query, and the system would automatically add and remove members accordingly. But first we're looking at the static marketing list, and I clicked on manage members, and with a static marketing list you can either use a lookup to add members, which is a bog standard lookup field that you have in the main form of CRM. You can use advanced find to add members. You can also use advanced find to remove members, and you can use advanced find to evaluate members. Which in other words it means it just updates the marketing list. So this option will go away, look at the advanced find query that you used, and evaluate and update or refresh the marketing list. But this is the point, it's a manual process. So you can imagine if you added 100 people to the list and you wanted to remove some, you would have to come back into the marketing list, click on manage members, and use advanced find to remove the members from the list. I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel and come out of that marketing list. I'll do exactly the same thing, click on new, but this time I'm going to go ahead and call this marketing list dynamic. Marketing list here. And the member type, I'm going to again select, actually this time I'll select accounts, and this time again I'm going to choose the option this time for dynamic instead, and I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And you'll find now that if I go through the same process and I go ahead to go to marketing list members and click on manage members, instead of giving me the four different options I could use to either look up to add members, or advanced find to add members, or advanced find to remove members, or to evaluate, by default it would automatically bring up the advanced find query builder. And the reason being is because what the system would do is use this advanced find query builder to automatically add members, remove members, and by definition of the fact it's dynamic, would automatically refresh the marketing list too. So that's the difference between the two lists. With a dynamic, if I just go back to general, you can make a copy of a dynamic marketing list to static. So if I have a dynamic marketing list in place at the moment with a set amount of data in there, say for example I had 100 records in my 100 members as part of my list. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and add some members. So I'll go ahead and do that now. So let me go to manage members. I'm gonna look for accounts where the status is active. I only want my active accounts in here. I know I have a few in this system, so I'm gonna go ahead and click OK, hit use query, and there you go, it's added those members to the list. Now say as this is a dynamic marketing list, you know this list will automatically update itself as soon as a new account has been created, because it's only looking for active accounts. But you may have a situation where you want a snapshot of this marketing list as a static. So what you can do for a dynamic marketing list only, you can literally click copy to static, and what the system will now go away and do, it will make an exact copy of this dynamic marketing list but make it a static list instead. And you can see that's exactly what it's done. So you'll notice in place now we have the same name, dynamic marketing list, but the system timestamps when when the dynamic list got copied over to a static, and you can see there the type has been changed to static. If I go to marketing list members, you would notice that the managed members is grayed out. When you copy to static a dynamic marketing list, the system does not give you the ability to add and remove members. It literally is a snapshot as is. You're making an exact copy, a read-only copy that can't be changed. Okay, so I've just gone ahead and showed you how to create a marketing list and the difference between a static and a dynamic marketing list. Thank you.